Installment liquidation is the immediate conversion of non-cash partnership assets to cash. Under simple liquidation, it is sometimes advantageous for a partner to extend the conversion over several months. For example, certain types of businesses such as land development, more cash may be generated if a company completes construction projects it has started. In other situations, the partnership may receive greater cash price for the non-cash assets if they are not sold at a forced liquidation. If the liquidation extends over a period of time, the partners will probably prefer that cash be distributed as it becomes available. If partners are to receive cash in installments before the total liquidation losses and the total cash available are known, safeguards must be taken to protect the interests of the creditors and the respective interests of each partner. In addition, the individual in charge with the liquidation must use safeguards to avoid potential liability for wrongful distribution. Our discussion will be focused on the problems associated with a liquidation in installments and the general rules governing such liquidations. Once again, many of the procedures followed are necessary to satisfy legal requirements and to protect the person in charge of the liquidation and the residual partner's interest. Ang ibig lang sabihin ng installment liquidation ay yung pagbebenta at pagdidistribute ng cash ng ayon sa availability ng cash at hindi biglaan. Compared sa lump sum liquidation, mas matagal yung installment liquidation kasi hintayin mo pa ma-convert isa-isa into cash yung other non-cash assets Hindi katulad ng lump sum liquidation, lahat ng non-cash assets ibebenta ng isang bultuhan lang, isang wholesale, one bulk sale lang. So, yung pera available na kaagad. Kaya ang distribution mabilis. Ang determination ng share ng partner ay madali. Ito kasing sa installment liquidation, unti-unti yung pagbebenta ng assets. So, kung nagkakaroon ng available cash, tsaka mo palang i-distribute. At paano mo i-distribute? Considering na hindi pa nabebenta yung iba. So, kailangan meron kang tinatawag na cash safe payment program. So, yung cash payment program mo, ang cash safe cash payment program. Yung safe cash payment program na yon, ang schedule na magpapakita kung paano mo i-distribute yung napagbentahan in the meantime. Kasi may natira pa. Hindi mo pa alam kung kanino mo ibibigay kaagad yung napagbentahan mo. So, kailangan gumawa ka ng safe cash payment program. So, sa installment liquidation, dalawang klase yung safe cash payment program. Yung isa, habang nagbebenta ka, you prepare a safe cash payment program. Yung isa naman, meron kang tinatawag na advance safe cash payment program or advance liquidation cash payment program. Advance cash payment program. Kumbaga, na-predetermine na, hindi pa man nagbebentahan, na-determine na kung paano i-distribute ang cash as it becomes available. So, dalawang program meron. Yung as the cash becomes available, meron kang prepare na safe cash payment program. Or, wala pa man hindi ka pa man nagbebenta, gagawa ka na ng schedule. Yun yung advance liquidation of assets or advance cash payment program. Okay? We'll go to that in detail. So, safe payment approach. Ito yung unang approach. In computing how cash is to be distributed to the partners before assets are disposed of, care must be taken to ensure that the partners' remaining capital balances will be adequate to absorb potential loss. However, at this point, the amount of cash to be generated from the sale of non-cash assets and the resulting gain or loss is not known. Therefore, the partner should view each cash distribution as it as if it were the final dissolution. So, hindi mo pa alam anong mangyayari dun sa mga susunod na pagbebenta. Kaya sa distribution ng pera na nakuha sa present sale or present realization, i-assume mo na yung natirang asset ay hindi na mabebenta, therefore it becomes loss. Ang mangyayari, meron kang pinagbentahan ngayon. I-distribute mo yung pinagbentahan ngayon. Paano mo i-distribute? Gagawa ka muna ng schedule. Kasi dun sa schedule na yon, ipapakita mo rin na yung hindi pa nabebenta na asset ay loss na. So, i-distribute yon among the partners. Bago mo i-distribute yung cash. Kailangan ma-absorb na muna ng partners yung mga hypothetical loss. Yung hypothetical loss, yun yung mga non-cash asset na hindi nabenta pa. So, yun yung tinatawag na safe payment approach para hindi ka mag-overpay sa isa at mag-underpay sa isang partner. Para sakto talaga yung ibibigay mong pera dun sa bawat partner even if hindi mo pa nabebenta lahat. Safe payment approach is used to calculate a safe cash distribution based on 3 assumptions. First assumption, a loan to or from an individual partner will be combined with the respective partner's capital account to determine his or her net interest in the partnership assets. So, sa totoo, sabi natin kasi assumption to, ibig sabihin hindi totoo. I-assume lang natin. Kasi sa katotohanan, yung loan ay separate doon sa partnership interest. So, dito sa safe payment approach, i-assume natin na magkapareho yung loan to and from an individual partner plus is capital interest. Kumbaga, yung share ng partner will be increased by the loan to the partnership and will be decreased by the loan from the partnership. Parang yun yung net share niya sa partnership. The remaining non-cash assets, the second assumption is that the remaining non-cash assets will not provide any additional cash. In other words, the maximum potential loss is equal to the book value of the non-cash assets unsold. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Yung non-cash assets that remained unsold will be considered as a potential loss. Although hindi yan talaga loss, i-assume natin na loss na yan for the purpose of distributing the cash. Number 3 assumption, a partner with a debit balance in his or her capital account will be unable to pay amounts owed to the partnership. That is, each partner is personally insolvent. The correct assumption is in favor of personal solvency. But when it comes to safe payment approach, ang presumption ay personally insolvent yung partner. Therefore, hindi na siya makakapagbayad. So, lahat ng deficiency, i-absorb na ng remaining partners with sufficient capital. The result in applying these assumptions is that cash will not be distributed to a partner whose capital account balance, including loan balance and drawing account, is insufficient to absorb his or her share of potential losses, either from the write-off of assets or from the failure of a deficit partner to cover debit capital balance. Of course, no partner should receive cash until the liabilities have been liquidated or provided through the retention of adequate cash. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? ang assumption natin ay ang capital interest will be increased by loan to the partnership and decreased by the loan from the partnership. The second assumption ay yung the non-cash assets will no longer be converted. Therefore, it will become a loss that has to be absorbed by the partners with sufficient capital. And the deficient partner is considered as personally insolvent. So, yung deficiency na yon dapat ma-absorb ng remaining partners with sufficient capital. Now, with regards to order of payment, kapag deficient partner yon, hindi na siya makakatanggap. Ang unang makakatanggap ng share will be the one who has the highest absorption capacity. So, kung sino yung mas malaki pa yung capital interest, siya ang unang makakatanggap. Yung susunod na mas malaki, yun ang makakatanggap. Yung deficient partner, hindi na makakatanggap. Okay? So, that is the meaning of those assumptions. Okay, let's illustrate this safe payment approach through an illustration. Let's consider this problem. To illustrate the safe payment approach when partnership is liquidated in installments, assume that the following condensed balance sheet was prepared before the partners' agreement to liquidate the partnership. So, cash is 10,000, non-cash assets is 100,000, liabilities 28,000, Noel capital 30% ang share niya sa profit and loss 34,000, Teresa ang share niya sa profit and loss 30,000 ang capital, and then Joanna 20% ang kanyang share in profit and loss has an 18,000 capital. So, a total of 110,000. Ito yung mga events during liquidation. So, merong sale number 1, 20,000 yung proceeds. Book value is 30,000. So, merong loss na 10,000. Sale number 2, 15,000. Book value, 25,000. Another loss of 10,000. Sale number 3, for 10,000. Book value, 30,000. A loss of 20,000. Sale number 4, 2,000. Book value, 10,000. Loss of 8,000. And the remaining assets were no longer sold. So, these were considered as losses. So, we'll go to the illustration. Schedule of partnership realization and liquidation and installment liquidation. So, meron tayong kanina, yung asset natin, di ba, 110,000 yon. May cash na 10 at saka 100 na other assets. And then, liabilities natin, bigyan natin ng pang-peak. Liabilities natin, ito, 28,000, and then, kay Noel Capital, 34, kay Teresa, 30, at kay Chona, 18,000. So, ang ratio is 30%, 50%, and 20%. Now, meron tayong nagbenta yung first sale natin is 30,000. When we go back to the schedule, first sale is 30,000. So, meron tayong cash na 20 at may loss tayo na 10. The 10,000 loss was distributed among Noel, Teresa, and Chona. So, 30% kay Noel, 50% kay Teresa, at 20% kay Chona. So, anong balance? Nawala yung liability, ang natira sa capital ni Noel, 31,000, kay Teresa, 25,000, at kay Chona, 16,000. Nagbayad sa creditors. So, 28,000 yung liability natin. Babayaran ngayon. Ito, babayaran. Mababawasan yung cash natin by 28. Matitira na lang 2. Pero may other asset pa tayo na 70. And then, the remaining capital balances nila Chona at Noel at Teresa. So, itong 2,000 na to na cash na natira, paano natin ngayon yan i-distribute? Ito ngayon ang tinatawag na schedule on the computation of safe payment. Hindi natin basta madedetermine na kay Noel yan. O kay Teresa yan, o kay Chona yan. Titingnan muna natin yung absorption capacity. Kung sinong may highest absorption capacity, siya yung pwedeng mabigyan ng 2,000 na cash. So, yung 2,000 mapupunta kay Noel according sa schedule. So, ang capital balance niya is 31, Teresa 25, Chona 16. Yung 70,000, yung 100,000 na other asset, minus 30,000, meron tayong 70 na matitira. This is a potential loss. Itong potential loss na to, i-divide among the partners using the profit and loss sharing ratio. So, divide na natin ngayon itong 2,000, itong 70,000, i-divide natin kina Teresa, Noel at Chona. So, 30%, 21,000. Teresa, 50%, 35,000. And Chona, 20%, 14,000. Ang remaining cash balance ni Noel after the distribution is 10,000. Kay Teresa, nag-negative na siya. Nagkaroon na siya ng deficit. At si Chona, meron pa siyang natira na 2,000. So, kung titignan natin, ang meron na lang possible, ang may highest absorption capacity ay si Noel, susunod ay si Chona, at huli si Teresa. So, ngayon, merong deficiency nga na 10,000. Ia-absorb yan ng mga remaining partners na may sufficient capital. So, si Noel at si Chona ang natira. 30% and 20%. So, magiging 60 at saka 2%. 60 and 40%. So, 60% ng 10,000 is 6,000 and 40% is 4,000. So, ang natirang capital ni Chona ay deficient na rin. 2,000 deficient na siya. Si Noel ay meron pang natirang 4,000. So, si Chona hindi na siya makakakuha. At yung deficiency niya ay i-absorb na ni Noel. So, meron siyang deficiency na 2,000, i-absorb ngayon ni Noel. Matitira na lang kay Noel ay 2,000. So, kaya itong 2,000 na dinistribute kay Noel ay dahil dito sa resulta ng schedule of computation of safe payment. So, tandaan nyo, yung capital balance after the distribution of the sale of the realization, gain or loss in realization, and after payment to creditors, gagawa nyo yan ng schedule of safe payment. So, magsisimula kayo sa capital balance, after payment to creditors, and distribution of loss on realization, loss or gain in realization. Magsisimula kayo dun sa potential loss, sa distribution ng potential loss. Ngayon, if after distribution ng potential loss, merong deficient partner, magkakaroon ng absorption ngayon. Yung deficiency ng partner ay i-absorb ng mga partner with highest absorption capacity. So, until ma-absorb na lahat ng deficiency, tsaka pa lang madedetermine kung kanino ibibigay yung cash balance. We go to the next distribution, yung sa second sale na tayo. So, dun sa second sale, we have an asset worth 30,000. Ito yung naka-red, yun yung first sale natin. So, tapos na tayo dyan sa first sale natin. Yung 30,000 nabenta ng 20,000. This time, ang benta naman natin ay 10,000. Ang book value ay 30,000. So, paano natin i-distribute yan? First, i-distribute muna natin yung realization loss na 10,000. So, kay Teresa, 20,000 pala. Kasi, 30,000 ng book value, 10,000 na benta. Merong 20,000 na distribution na loss to be distributed. So, 10,000 kay Teresa, 50%, 30% kay Noel, at 4,000 kay Chona for 20%. 30%, 6,000, 50%, 10,000, and 20%, 4,000. Total of 20,000. Loss on realization. So, determine natin tong distribution ng 10,000 using the schedule of computation of safe payment. So, meron tayong capital balance na 9,000. So, palagi ko sinasabi, ang kukuhanin natin dun sa statement of safe payment ay ang balance after distribution of loss on realization. So, dito, makikita natin na ang capital balance after distribution of loss on realization ay 9,000 kay Noel, 10,000 kay Teresa, at 6,000 kay Chona. Paano ngayon i-allocate yung potential loss? Yung 70,000 nabawasan ng 70,000 nabawasan na yung 35 pala, sorry. Nasa second na pala. 35,000 nabawasan ng 30,000. So, meron tayong potential loss na 15,000. Paano ngayon ila-allocate yung potential loss na yan? So, using the profit and loss sharing ratio again. So, Noel will have 4,500 and Teresa 7,500 and Chona 3,000. Si Teresa ay merong magkano ang kay Teresa? Walang naging deficient dito, no? So, dun sa after the distribution ng 15,000 loss, lahat sila ay sufficient pa yung capital. Therefore, walang absorption. Kaya, ang mangyayari, itong 10,000 na to ay madidistribute na as 4,500 kay Noel, 2,500 kay Teresa, at 3,000 kay Chona. So, yan yung schedule for a safe payment na walang deficiency. Kung magkano yung cash, madidistribute na according sa capital balances. Okay, dito na tayo sa pangatlong sales transaction or pangatlong realization ng asset. So, yung natira natin kanina na asset ay 15,000. And this was sold for, yung 10,000 nun ay nabenta for 2,000. Yun yung last sale. Kasi yung natira, ni-write off na, hindi na nabenta. Itong balance na to, ni-write off na lang. So, pwedeng pagsamahin na lang itong balance na 5,000 as part of the distribution of loss. Pero dito sa illustration na to, isi-segregate natin. So, meron tayong sale of asset na 10,000. Ang book value, 2,000 ang napagbilan. So, paano i-distribute yung loss na 10,000? Una muna, pag nagbenta, yung loss muna yung i-distribute bago yung cash. So, i-distribute muna natin yung loss. 50% kay Teresa. Bakit? Magkano yung loss? 10,000. Bakit 2,400? Bakit 4? So, magkano yung loss? Selling price is 10, book value is 10, minus 2,000, 8,000 yung loss. So, 8,000, 40%, 50% is 4,000, 30% is 2,400, and 20% is 1,600. Okay? Now, magkano na ngayon ang naging balance ng capital nila? Si Noel, 2,100 na lang. Si Teresa, 3,500. Si Chona, 1,400. So, ang payment sa partner will be 6,600 kay Noel, 1,000 kay Teresa, at 400 kay Chona. So, ano ang magiging ending balance nila? 1,500 kay Teresa, 1,500 kay Noel, 2,500 kay Teresa, at 1,000 kay Chona. May natirang unsold. Hindi na talaga mabebenta. So, hindi na siya potential loss. Loss na talaga siya. So, it will be distributed among the partners. So, 50% kay Teresa, 2,500. 30% kay Noel, 1,500. Kay Chona, 1,000. So, ang remaining balance nila sa capital ay 0,0,0 na. Dito din sa payment of partners, ito yung final distribution sa kanila eh. Now, eto na yung ending balance nila. So, fully liquidated na yung asset. Fully paid na rin yung mga partners. So, this is the schedule of partnership liquidation. Ano ang ano ang dapat nating tandaan sa partnership liquidation using installment method? Kasi hindi naman pwedeng palaging lump sum. Kasi kung di natin mabebenta lahat ng assets natin, we really have to use the installment liquidation. Now, there are two kinds of installment liquidation statement. One is yung cash safe payment approach, tsaka yung isang advance liquidation plan. Yung sa cash payment, safe cash payment approach, hanggat dumarating yung pera, gumagawa tayo ng statement of liquidation. Doon naman sa advance liquidation statement, wala pa man yung pera, predetermined na natin kung paano i-distribute yung cash. So, yung diniscuss natin, yung kakadiscuss ko lang, yan yung safe payment approach. So, after that, we're going to discuss the advanced cash distribution plan or advanced liquidation plan. So, as I said, anong dapat nating tandaan dun sa installment liquidation? Una, babayaran natin yung mga creditors natin. Hindi, pagsasamahin natin yung liabilities to partnership at investment to the partnership. I-deduct natin yung liabilities from the partnership to get the net capital in the net interest in the partnership. Interest ang ang kukuhanin natin, hindi na capital. Kasama na yung loans to and from sa computation. Now, after each realization, i-distribute kaagad natin yung loss or gain in realization to come up with the capital balances. Yung balance, kung magkakaroon ng deficient, you see, wala nang absorption or wala nang offset eh. Dun sa lump sum liquidation, merong offset eh, 'di ba? Pero dahil dito sa installment liquidation, pinagsama na natin yung loan to and from the partnership, wala nang offset. Wala na ring marshalling of asset. Kasi dun sa marshalling of asset, pinaprioritize mo yung interest dun sa partnership at pinaprioritize mo yung interest dun sa personal asset saka kesa dun sa interest in partnership when it comes to personal loan, or when it comes to partnership loan, uunahin mo muna yung partnership loan bago yung outside loan. So yung walang marshalling of assets sa installment liquidation. Yung offset at marshalling of asset, para lang yun sa lump sum liquidation. Sa installment liquidation, wala nang marshalling of asset kasi ang presumption dito, insolvent yung partners. At saka yung personal, ang loan to and loan from the partnership ay ina-add na dun sa capital. Therefore, there is no longer offsetting of capital and loans. Okay? Yun yung dapat yung tandaan sa installment liquidation. Now, we will go to the advance plan for the distribution of cash. Ito naman yung nakaprepare na yung plano kung paano i-distribute yung cash kahit na wala pang sales transaction or wala pang actual cash na natanggap. Okay? Advance plan for the distribution of cash. In the preceding illustration, a safe payment to each partner was calculated before each cash distribution. This process was necessary until the capital accounts were in the profit and loss sharing ratio. Although this method is feasible, it is more informative and efficient to prepare an advance schedule that specifies the order in which each partner will participate in the amount of cash each partner will receive as it becomes available for distribution. For example, from such a schedule, the personal creditors of an insolvent partner would be able to compute how much cash would have to be generated from the sale of the partnership assets before any cash is distributed to the insolvent partner. To illustrate the procedures for the preparation of an advanced cash distribution plan, we're going to assume the facts we used in the first illustration in the safe cash payment approach. The objective of the procedure is to derive the order and the amount of cash that should be distributed to each partner, such that no partner receiving a cash distribution will have to make an additional investment in the firm. Such a distribution plan will bring the balances of the partners' capital accounts into their profit and loss sharing ratio as soon as possible. The rationale for this procedure is that once the capital balances are in profit and loss ratio, no one partner is in any better position than any other partner to absorb the losses. So, gamitin natin din yung presentation kanina. So, eto uli yung ating trial balance. Cash, 10,000. Non-cash assets, 100,000. Total of 110,000. Liabilities, 28,000. Lower capital, 34 at 30%. Teresa 30,000 at 50%, and Chona 18,000 at 20%. We're going to prepare the advance liquidation or advance cash payment schedule. So, determine the net capital interest of each partner by combining the capital account with obligations to or receivable from the partnership. So, wala naman tayong capital dito. Wala tayong loan balance. So, walang loan balance. As is lang. Okay? So, 0. Pare-pareho lang yung capital nila. Step number 2, anong gagawin natin? Determine the order in which the partners are to participate in cash distributions. The objective of this step is to provide an order of cash distribution in which the ratio of the partners' capital interest will eventually be equal to their profit and loss ratio. Once this is accomplished, all partners will have equal ability to absorb their share of partnership losses. Several approaches can be used to accomplish this objective. One systematic approach is to determine the loss absorption potential of each partner by dividing the net capital interest of each partner by his or her respective profit and loss ratio. So, itong capital na 113,000, 60,000, at 90,000 were arrived at by dividing the capital of Noel by 30%, the capital of Teresa by 50%, and capital of Chona by 20%. So, ito ngayon yung loss necessary to reduce the capital balance to 0. So, merong 113,000 si Noel, 60,000 si Teresa, at 90,000 si Joanna. So, ang order ng absorption capacity, first si Noel, may pinakamalaking loss absorption, second si Joanna, and third si Teresa. Ang target natin ay maging pareho silang lahat ni Teresa. So, i-reduce natin isa-isa yan para maging 60,000. Yun ang target natin para malaman natin ang distribution. So, tingnan natin itong schedule na to. Profit and loss ratio. 30 kay Noel, 50 kay Teresa, at 20 kay Chona. So, we have this loss absorption potential and asset distribution. So, loss absorption potential ni Noel, 113,333. Kay Teresa, 60,000. Kay Chona, 90,000. So, para ma-reduce natin itong kay Noel to become similar with Chona, babawasan natin ito ng 23,000 para maging 90,000 na kamukha nung kay Chona. So, 113,000 minus 23,000, 90,000. We bring down Teresa's capital and then Chona, 90,000. So, ano ang gagawin natin ngayon? Nakuha na natin yung loss. Ang loss natin will be 23,000. So, 23,000 times 30%, yun ang share ni Noel. So, 30% of that, 23,000 times 30%, yun yung share ni Noel. So, meron siyang loss na 7,000. Naging actual loss na niya. Okay? Hindi na potential loss. So, ito yung potential loss niya na naging actual loss niya na 7,000. So, anong natira sa account niya? 27,000. Kay Teresa at Chona, pareho pa rin. Now, the next step will be to reduce naman their balances para maging kamukha nung kay Teresa. So, Teresa is 60,000. So, babawasan natin ng 30,000 si Noel at si Chona to make them 60,000. Pare-pareho na. Okay? So, yung 30,000 ni Noel, ano ang actual loss niya? It will be 30% of 30,000, 9,000. 9,000 and kay Chona, 20% of 30,000, 6,000. So, ito na ngayon yung kanilang actual capital. 18 kay Noel, 30 kay Teresa, at 12 kay Chona. So, step number 4, order of cash distribution. Ang liabilities natin ay 28,000 and it should be paid 100%. Now, the next 7,000 will be 100% kay Noel. Kay Noel to. Hindi na change yung name. So, siya yung unang merong pinakamalaking absorption capacity. So, 700 kay Noel pa yon. Kasi ang dapat mapunta kay Noel ay 18,000. Pero dahil 17,000 pa lang yan, papasok yan kay Noel lahat. Walang mapupunta sa iba dahil kulang pa sa 18,000 yung 7,000. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng susunod ay 15,000. So, dapat mapunta kay Noel ay 18,000. May sobrang 4,000. Kanino mapupunta ngayon yung 4,000? So, mapupunta kay Chona. Kasi si Chona yung next na mayroong absorption capacity. And this one is Chona. So, kay Noel, mapupunta yung difference ng 18,000 at 7,000. Magiging 11,000 kay Noel at 4,000 kay Chona. 40%. Tama ba? Check nyo nga. 40% ng 15,000 at saka 60% ng 15,000. Yung remainder, okay. 40%. Dahil sa sorry, I stand corrected. Dun sa 15,000 pala, dahil si Chona ay qualified na rin. Dahil second second distribution na to. So, si Chona makakakuha ng 40% at si Noel ay 60%. Kasi dito sa una, si Noel yung pinakamalaki, so siya lang muna yung makakakuha. Sumunod na distribution, si Chona at saka si Noel yung pinakamalaki, so silang dalawa yung makakakuha. So, i-divide yun according sa ratio nila, 30%, 20%, so 60%, 40%. Tapos yung remainder, ang makakakuha ay silang tatlo na. So, paano distribution? Actual na sa capital contribution. Doon na base sa actual capital contribution. 30% kay Noel, 50% kay Teresa, at 20% kay Joanna. So, with this kind of statement, makikita mo na yung order of cash distribution eh. Yung first 28, automatic yan, 100%. Kasi liabilities yan. Basta liabilities, 100% automatic yan. Now, dun sa first, yung sa susunod, si Noel lang yung pinakamataas, yung 100% din, kung ano yung makuha doon. Dun sa susunod, dahil dalawa na sila, kung ano yung capital contribution nila. Dun sa remainder, sa pangatlo, equal na sila. Pare-pareho na sila ng capital. So, based on their profit and loss sharing ratio na. Kasi pare-pareho na sila ng capital noon. Na-reduce na. So, you have 4 steps eh. Bayaran ng, first, babayar sa liabilities, 100%. Then, dun sa first wave, kung sino yung highest highest with highest absorption potential. Then, dun sa pangalawa, yung next highest absorption potential. At dun sa pangatlo, kung sino na, kasi yung lahat na sila dahil pare-pareho na sila ng capital balances. Distribution na gawa natin para sa partnership. So, yung first 28,100% sa liabilities. Yung next 7,100% kay Noel. Yung next 15,000 ay galing hahatiin na 60% kay Noel at 40% kay Chona. So, yung remainder mapupunta sa kanila according to profit and loss sharing ratio na. So, merong apat na bahagi, no? Yung first 28, 100% sa liabilities. Yung next 7,000. So, ilan ang minimum natin na pera na kailangan? This is 22,000 plus 28, 50,000. So, in excess of 50,000 equal, according to profit and loss sharing ratio na. So, tandaan natin, first, 100,000. Next, 7,000, 100% kay Noel. Yung next, 15,000, 60% kay Noel at 40% kay Chona. Yung remainder, according na sa 30, 50, 20. Natin. So, meron tayong selling price na 20 nung una. Meron tayong cash na 30 nung una. So, meron niyang balance na 2,000. So, yung 2,000 na yun, 100% kay Noel. Now, 7,000 daw ang kay Noel. So, dito sa 15,000 na to, 5,000 kay Noel. Part pa yun ng 100%. So, ang paghahatian ngayon, yung 10,000. According na sa 60-40 na ratio between Chona and Noel. So, yung 10,000 dito, magse-share si Chona at saka si Noel ng 60 kay Noel, 40 kay Chona. Now, itong third na bentahan, kasi sabi, yung 15,000 ay 60%. Kinuha natin dito sa 15,000 yung, ang natira lang dito ay 10,000. So, meron pang 5,000 dito sa sale number 3. So, yung 5,000 ng sale number 3 will be between Chona and Noel. At yung 5,000 will be according sa profit and loss sharing ratio. Na tignan natin. So, itong una, 28,000. At saka yung 2,000. So, that makes up the first distribution, 30,000. 30,000 yung pera eh. So, binayaran natin yung liabilities na 100%. So, 28,000. Binigay natin kay Noel yung 2,000, 100%. Kaso sabi, yung first level ay 7,000. So, sa second distribution, 15,000. Yung 5,000 doon, kasi 2,000 minus 7,000, may natirang 5,000. Mapupunta lahat yun kay Noel kasi hindi pa nakukomplete yung 7,000 na 100%. So, kay Noel mapupunta yung 5,000. Yung remaining doon sa 15,000 will be distributed according sa 30% and 20%. So, magiging 60% kay Noel at 40% kay Chona. So, ayan na yung 10,000. So, sa third distribution, nakabenta ng 10,000. 10,000. Pero sabi yung third distribution ay 15,000. ang na-distribute lang natin doon sa third distribution ay 6,000 tsaka 4,000, which is 10,000. So, sa third distribution, meron pa ditong natirang 5,000. So, yung first 5,000, based pa rin sa profit and sa 60-40 ni Chona at ni Noel. So, yung 5,000 na yan is based on 60-40. So, may remainder ngayon na 5,000. Dito na sa 5,000 na to, according na to sa profit and loss sharing ratio. Kasama na si Teresa dahil based on profit and loss sharing ratio na. So, meron kang 5,000 times 30% times 50% and times 20%. Now, yung last distribution, ganun na rin. Based on profit and loss sharing ratio na rin. So, 2,000 will be 30% ng 2,600, 50% 1,000, and 20% 400. So, ano na lang matitira? Sa last, ito yung account, ang capital balance nila at the end. So, ito yung, ito yung payment na natanggap nila at the end. So, total natin. Magkano ang napunta kay Noel? So, si Noel nakakuha ng 2,000, 5,000, 6,000. So, yan ang nakuha niya. Plus 3,000, 1,000, plus 600. Magkano total niyan ngayon? Kung ito total yung nakuha ni Noel, 2,000 plus 5,000 plus 6,000 plus 3,000 plus 4,000 plus 600 plus 600. So, nakakuha siya ng 16,600. Dun sa unang presentation natin, dun sa safe cash payment, magkano ang nakuha ni Noel? You look into that again. So, dito sa advance cash distribution plan, 16,600 ang nakuha ni Noel. Si Teresa, ang nakuha niya ay 3,500. Si Chona, ang nakuha niya ay 4,000 plus 2,000 plus 1,000 plus 400. 27,500. So, check nyo kung yun ang nakuha nila talaga dun sa safe cash payment. Tingnan natin ulit. Okay? Check nyo, ha? Ang sagot, parang mali yung computation ko kanina. So, para mas maliwanag ito, present natin. Ito yung safe cash payment approach. Yung habang nagbebenta, dinidistribute yung cash. Ito naman yung isa, advanced cash distribution plan. Hindi pa nakakapagbenta, meron ng plano kung paano ma-divide yung cash na matatanggap from the sale or realization. So, dito sa cash payment approach, ito, 2,000, 11,000, 4,500, 6,000, 18,100 yung mapupunta kay Noel. Sa advanced cash distribution plan, ganun din, 2,000, 11,000, 4,500, 6,000, 8,100. Kay Teresa, 3,500. Ganun din, pareho lang, diba? Tapos kay Chona, 7,400. So, kahit anong gamitin nyo na method or approach, it should lead to the same distribution of cash. So, whether that is a safe cash payment approach or advanced cash distribution plan. So, there are other terms being used for safe cash payment approach and advanced cash distribution plan. Depende yan sa gumagawa kung anong gusto nilang itawag. Pero basta nakita nyo ang payment ay ang distribution ay as the cash is realized or as the cash is received, then it is distributed and the statement is prepared. Now, ito namang isa, wala pang tinatanggap ng cash pero naka-forecast na kung magkano ang tatanggapin. Maganda itong cash distribution plan, advanced cash distribution plan, kasi at the beginning, alam mo na kung paano magpaparte-parte ang mga partners. But this has limitations kasi pwede mo lang itong gamitin kung ang profit and loss sharing ratio ay pareho. Kumbaga, profit and loss ratios are pareho. Paano kung magkaiba yung profit ratio sa loss ratio? Hindi na pwedeng gamitin itong advanced cash distribution plan. Kailangan, para magamit itong advanced cash distribution plan, which is a good plan, kasi makikita na kaagad ng mga creditors yung sharing ng cash, at makikita ng partner. So, they can work on na mas ma-increase pa yung selling price nila para mas lumaki pa yung cash distribution nila. Kasi makikita na nila dyan, ito lang pala yung minimum na acceptable na na cash natin. So, they could work on better kung alam na nila kaagad kung paano mahahati-hati yung pera nila. So, yun nga lang, dito sa advanced cash distribution plan, may limitation. Kailangan ang profit sharing ratio ay kamukha ng loss sharing ratio. Kapag magkaiba yung ratios nila, hindi pwedeng gamitin ang advanced cash distribution plan. Pwedeng gamitin pero mahirap nang gawin. There is another method of computing for this, a simplified method, pero hindi ko na i-discuss dito kasi parang parang algebra. Sa accounting, kailangan natin ng presentation. So, this is the most appropriate presentation for the advanced cash distribution plan. So, this winds up our discussion for the installment liquidation. So, tandaan niyo yung mga dapat niyong tandaan when it comes to liquidation, lump sum or installment. So, pagka lump sum, ang kailangan, alam niyo yung marshalling of assets. Alam niyo yung absorption of deficiency, capital deficiency. Alam niyo rin yung set off or offset of liabilities and capital. Now, pagdating sa installment liquidation, dapat alam niyo yung safe cash payment approach at saka yung advanced cash distribution plan kung paano gagawin. So, i-master nyo ang paggawa nitong mga statements and schedules na ito dahil dito nyo lang mauunawaan kung paano ang distribution ng cash doon sa mga partners at the time of liquidation. God bless, keep safe. The next discussion will be on corporation.